Hello everyone and welcome to the first ever fantasy update of Quad Cities International Airport. If you're not familiar with what a fantasy update is, I'll give you a brief summary of what one is. A fantasy update is when we take a model airport and have aircraft and routes that do not serve the airport, but pretend that these routes exist. And since both airports I update are both regional airports, it basically means that apart from a few routes, most routes you can think of will be fantasy routes, so we have quite a bit of room to play with. If you can think of any routes that you would like to be in the next fantasy update, comment below and I'll add it in. But without further ado, let's get into the update. Starting off at the A concourse, we have a Republic Airways Embraer 175 in its house colors. This aircraft will be heading to Portland, Maine. Next, we have a JetBlue Airbus A220, which is just getting ready to push back for its trip down to San Juan, Puerto Rico. On the other side of the terminal, we have a Delta Boeing 717, which is getting some last bags loaded on. This flight will be heading to Salt Lake City, Utah. Moving over to the B concourse, we have an American Airlines Boeing 787-9. This aircraft will be heading to Seoul, South Korea. Sitting next to the 787, we have an American Eagle Embraer 145. Shortly, this plane will be heading to Hilton Head, South Carolina. Sitting next to the 145, we have a British Airways 777-200ER with the World Tail Livery Canada on it. A fun fact is that this is my first ever Gemini Jets model. This aircraft will be headed to London Heathrow. Across the terminal, we have an Omni Air International Boeing 757. This aircraft has been chartered and will be taking a company down to Cancun, Mexico.